up? It's Angelica. Welcome or welcome back. I know I've been MIA for a little bit. It's because I've been moving. I don't know if you can tell that I'm in a new location, but I am in a new location. So if you guys want a house tour, please let me know and I will do a nice little house tour. But in this video today, I'm going to be focusing on the top hair trends of 2023. Now, are they good or are they bad? They're kind of neutral. I'm just going to reference if I like them or not, but I'm just saying the trends that I can see coming so far. And I think it's good to know so that you don't get sucked in, so you know what's coming, or so that you know if you should just start on it right now and be ahead of the trend. Okay, so the first three are very similar but also sort of different, so I figured I should differentiate them. The first trend I'm already seeing in 2023 is a huge focus on scalp care. And I think this is because everybody is sort of tired of a lot of these products that are coming out and everyone's saying this is going to change your hair. It's going to make your hair amazing. It's going to make your hair grow so much longer. But then you're forgetting that your hair grows from the roots. So the only thing you can do on this end is to do your best to maintain the health of the hair and to retain the length. But you can't actually make it grow from the bottom. Everything happens at the scalp, and a lot of people have not been shampooing their hair enough, or they've been shampooing their hair too much, technically just neglecting their scalp. And this year, I think a lot of scalp products are going to continue to be popular and new ones are going to be invented, beginning with things like scalp scrubs, scalp oils, scalp serums. And I personally love this because a healthy scalp thrives. That's what makes your hair actually be healthy and grow. And if you have any clogged follicles, anything like that, it could even lead to thinning hair if your scalp is not treated well. So focusing on the scalp is going to be huge this year for sure. The next thing is specifically an oil, and a specific oil. I'm sure you guys can guess what it is. Rosemary oil. Now, thank you so much. I have a rosemary oil video that now has over 3 million views. Thank you so much to every single one of you who have watched that video. And if you haven't watched it, I will link it at the end of this video so you can check it out. But rosemary oil, I think, is just going to continue blowing up. There's been drama with Mael Organics going viral with their rosemary oil. I got it because I want to know. I want to know what's so amazing about this oil. This is the one that everybody's trying to get their hands on. Apparently, it's selling out and stuff like that. Not selling, I guess both ways. People think they're a sellout because they sold the company, but also it is so popular that it's constantly going out of stock. Now, here's the thing. Essential ingredients, it doesn't really matter where it comes from. So here, if the main ingredient is rosemary essential oil, technically you can make your own formulation, but I haven't tried this long enough to see if it's got like any magical benefits because I have other oils I'm trying to finish first before I really move on to this one. But rosemary oil is going to continue being extremely popular, and this is because it is one of the few essential oils that has the most research behind it and proven facts that it can actually help your hair grow. Now, I'm seeing a lot of people using oils like this all over their hair, and it is fine. I'm sure it does have some benefits, but when you're paying for something that's quite expensive, especially for this little, it's actually more worth it to just use it on your scalp. I'm pretty sure that's why this is called a scalp strengthening oil. Now, if you want to go for something like the essential oil, I have actually seen a lot of people using this exactly the same way as you use this. Now, don't be fooled just because they're in a similar package. This is an essential oil. This is an oil mix. This has other carrier oils that carry the essential oil in it, which means the essential oils are diluted. Having more concentrated essential oils are not going to give you better effects. They're just going to give you side effects, potential damage, which you may not see now, but in the future you will see the damage. So if you want to use this kind of an essential oil, always dilute it into whatever carrier oil your hair likes, whether that's olive oil, avocado oil, coconut oil, whatever oil your hair likes. You can dilute a couple drops of this. Again, I will link my rosemary playlist at the end of this video so you can see in depth how to use these things. The next trend I see coming soon is one that I have already been partaking in, and I have seen tremendous results. So if you want a full video on this, again, please let me know because I will make one. This is focusing on oiling your ends. Now, this has been a thing forever, okay? People are always like, yeah, put some oil on your ends. No, I'm talking about daily. And when I say ends, I don't mean from here to here. I mean literally like this portion. your ends. It is because your ends are so dry, and while oil is not moisturizing, it provides temporary moisture, but if your hair is dry, it will only lock in the dryness. So make sure your hair is very well moisturized before you start implementing this oil thing. So I have been oiling my ends every single night, and my hair texture feels like a new texture. So I don't know if anyone else is like me, but I feel like everyone has a specific spot of their hair that's usually problematic, and then another specific spot of hair that is perfect all the time. My problematic hair spot is somewhere in this area here, somewhere near the crown on this side. It always ends up getting a little shorter than the rest, experiencing a little bit more breakage. The texture is a little bit rougher. The hair is naturally a little bit drier, so I always have to pay a little bit of extra attention to that area. And then on this same side, somewhere down here in this section, my hair thrives. It is almost a completely different texture from the rest of my hair. It is always extremely soft, extremely smooth, very easy to manage. And I'm always like, why can't the rest of all of my hair just be like this little section here? And since I've been doing this oiling routine, I have actually noticed a drastic difference in all my hair. As you can see, it is blow dried because I was giving myself another trim. And this is one of the first times ever that my hair has been basically even on both sides, because my hair is always a little longer on one side. I've just accepted that, fine. But it's been a little crazy, and this time it's just doing really, really well. I'm not sure if you can tell on camera, but it definitely looks a little longer than the last time to me, and fuller and healthier in general. Like my hair just feels like it is way more. And I think this oiling thing has really been helping. I have been doing it for over a month now, and I'm definitely seeing the results. And I think it's going to become very trendy. If you want recommendations on oils, I guess you just have to wait and see what my actual nightly hair routine is. But whatever oil your hair likes, again, will suffice. So in the same way that I think a lot of scalp treatments are going to go viral, even things like, peptide serums, I also think products for your ends are also going to go viral, because there's been a lot of a disconnect with people only focusing on one thing. So everyone's like, oh, rosemary oil for your scalp, it really makes your hair grow, it makes your hair feel so good. And then people are going to start forgetting that their ends are actually really important. And I think more products for the ends, aside from oils, are going to become very popular. And I have an example of one that I haven't started using because I'm finishing a similar product, but I will start using soon. This is the Kerastase Nutritive 8-Hour Magic Serum. That's what the box looks like. And it's kind of a cross between a leave-in conditioner and a serum. That's the texture. This is the bottle. And as you can see at the bottom, that's kind of the consistency and the color of the product. And I guess you could use this mid-shafts down, but mostly on your ends is where it would make more sense. And I think a lot more products like this are going to continue coming out this year, and people are going to see the difference between helping your scalp grow out the hair and then using products like this to kind of maintain the hair that you have and prevent breakage. And serums like this are very good for hydrating the hair before you put the oil and you're not sure, you don't want to use something too heavy. These are quite good, like universally, as more of a treatment and not necessarily a moisturizer, because I have very thick hair that's prone to dryness. So if I only use this to moisturize my hair, it definitely would not be enough. The next product that I think is going to go viral this year, which is something I don't have on me right now, is clarifying shampoos. Okay, so I think a lot of people have realized now that professional shampoos are usually the way to go. It makes a huge difference, but specifically clarifying shampoos really have a place in the hair care routine. It is something that I just usually forget about because I don't tend to use products heavily in my hair, and I don't tend to straighten my hair very often. So I don't do wash and goes. I don't always have like a bunch of gel and products in my hair. My hair is usually just in twists or braids. And I also don't usually straighten my hair very often. So I don't tend to see the need to clarify my hair, but I still think it's important, and I am buying a clarifying shampoo very soon, and I will be using it at least once a month. So if you use a lot of products in your hair, especially products that are heavy in silicones or gels, or you straighten your hair a lot, clarifying shampoos actually have a huge place. And I'm noticing that so many different brands, from drugstore to professional and luxury, are all launching their own clarifying shampoos. and I definitely see it becoming trendy. Now, here's the thing, because something's a trend doesn't mean you have to do every single one of them all at the same time. This is just so you can pick something that maybe will enhance your routine. Another thing that's gonna go viral, in my opinion, in 2023 is hair treatments, things that repair hair, because we have been doing a lot of damage to our hair. Bleaching hair has been popular for a long time, over straightening, over relaxing, just a lot of damage, okay? Lots of crazy hairstyles have been out there, and I think a lot of treatments that are already doing very well are going to continue doing very well. And I think more and more of these are going to be invented. I'm talking about products like K18, which is like the first of its kind. I feel like this is Olaplex's only real competition. So this products like Olaplex number 3 and number 0, I think a lot more of these like molecular hair growth, hair repair products are going to start coming out. So definitely watch out. This is an extremely expensive one. So I'd only say only start rushing for these products if you actually need them. If your hair has no damage and you're not planning to do anything that's very damaging to it, meaning you're not planning to bleach, you're not planning to relax, you're not planning to use heat very often, there's no need for these products. You can just use other healthy hair products and maintain, of course, hydration, a good diet, and stuff like that, and you won't need things like this. But if you constantly bleach your hair, or you plan to start bleaching your hair, or you plan to start wearing your hair straight a little bit more often, then you may want to look into products like this, because your hair choices, your hair styling choices, they'll also affect the kind of products that you need to use in your hair. Even though it can get a little expensive, that is the choice you are choosing to make when you use these products. Now, this next trend, I can already see it kind of creeping up, and I think it's gonna go even more viral. And I I'm down with it. I'm happy with it. I don't think a lot of people will be happy with it, especially once I say it, but I'm just gonna say it in advance. I am all for this. I think a trend we are going to be seeing a lot in 2023, specifically for girls with natural hair, straightening their hair. Okay. Now, I'm not with this because I'm saying, straightening is damaging. If you're constantly blow drying your hair and applying heat to your hair, it is damaging. So I'm not all for damaging your hair. However, I think that a lot of the like staunch naturals who are like, do not put chemicals in your hair, only use natural products, relaxers are the devil, do not straighten your hair, are kind of dying down. I know with relaxers, that's a whole different thing, but straightening your hair just using heat, like using a hair straightener, I think a lot of the girls now are just like, I don't care. If you don't like my hair, that's fine. Focus on your own hair. If you don't want to straighten your hair, don't straighten your own hair. And I am all for it. I'm all for the girls being free. Use your claw clips, straighten your hair, do whatever you want, as long as you're keeping your hair as healthy as possible. And if you don't care about your hair, that's also up to you, okay? For some people, it's like, it's just hair. If it gets damaged, I can cut it and it can grow back. So I think everybody's going to be staying out of other people's hair's business, and everyone's just going to be more free with their hair. And I am all for that. Let me know what you want to see next on this channel. Watch my playlist right here. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you didn't in the beginning, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.